you are going through a lot of things in life and everything just feels so overwhelming, you feel so dejected, you feel so rejected, you feel like nobody loves you, and you feel like you're just in it alone and nobody wants to listen to you, you feel so depressed, and you feel like people do not understand you because you actually do not know how you are supposed to get out of the situation that you find yourself. But since you've been getting worried about the whole thing, what are the results you've gotten from it? You discover that the result you've gotten from it is that you fed your mind to the extent that you everything around you feels so worthless and useless, and then you feel so sick about everything around, even to the extent of being sick physically and everything. And this is not the will of God for us. Alright, so good morning. My name is Bamdele Precious Olubusolanya. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you very much for watching my videos. Thank you for sticking to my channel. And if you are watching my video for the very first time, thank you for watching my video. Please do well to smash the subscribe button below and turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified when next I post my next video. Do not forget to like and share with friends and family. And God bless you. Alright, so today will be it's the continuation of what we did last week. Actually, we reviewed the book Battlefield of the Mind last week, and we'll just continue from where we stopped last week. Today, I'm going to be talking on the topic worry, and this is something I've learned from this book, Battlefield of the Mind. The book is written by Joyce Meyer, and if you've not read it, do well to read it, or if you are not interested in reading it, I'll just tell you those things I was able to learn. Definitely, I'm not going to tell you everything I learned from the book, but then I'll do well to say this. I'll be talking on this like as a topic. It's something I learned from the book, and what the topic is worry. Yes, a lot of us just get into a situation whereby we just feel worried about a lot of things happening in our lives. We feel worried about things that are not going well in our life, but we discover that after all this worry, there is no result is bringing out. Instead of it to bring good results, it's actually bringing bad results for us, because it's either some things are just happening and we feel so sick about everything around and everything, and a lot of things just don't work well for us because we cannot just fix our mind or fix our mind or whatever we are doing at every point in time, because we are getting worried about those things that are not just working right for us. There is no how we can work effectively well when our mindset is not focused on what we want to do or what it is we are supposed to do at every point in time. So I'll just share my story with you. I'll share my, should I call it a depression story? I think that's what I'm going to target. Actually, I'll call it a depression story. Yes, it happened. It happened that it happened 2020 actually, and 2020 was a year by, we all know that it was the COVID shaga and everything was going on like that and everything, and it got to a period whereby we were allowed to go out, but I was still at home because of the ASU strike and everything. So I felt so frustrated. Is it frustrated, or I didn't find it fun for me just staying at home doing nothing. So I decided to start selling stuff. I decided to start selling shoes, to be precise. To be precise, rather. So I was able to get somebody that I was getting the shoe from, and I will have to sell them, pay the person back and everything. And I just started that way, and I started selling to people around and everything. But in this particular batch that I collected, there was nobody was buying from me, and no one was buying that shoe, and I felt really frustrated because people actually ordered for it before I got it. So I actually felt like people were going to get it immediately I brought it, but there was always an excuse or the other why they cannot get it at that time. And I actually have a deadline for me to pay the person I got the shoe from, and there was actually nowhere to get the money. So I didn't know what I was supposed to do. At that point, I felt so frustrated. Like, I really felt so frustrated. But then I just have to do what I have to do. So instead of me to probably go to more places to make sure I get the shoes sold off, I was really worried. Like, I was really worried. And that period, I fell sick. And believe me, I didn't even know that I was being depressed or anything. I just know that everything around me irritated me. I just felt like I just want to get this done or nothing else matter. Like, that was how I felt and everything. So I felt sick that period. Trust me, throughout that period, I throughout that sorry, I felt sick that period. And immediately I felt sick, I was put on that medications. Trust me, these drugs didn't work. Yes, they didn't work. Like, I was just there taking the drug, but nothing was working. I was feeling so weak and everything, and nobody even knew at home that that was actually what was going wrong with me. Not until I think I told my sister, and my sister told my dad, and everything. My dad was like, "I didn't even ask you to." To do this in the first place, I am giving you money every month. Then why are you doing this? Blah blah blah. At that point again, I felt like, who sent me and everything. But then I was just there being worried and everything. I wasn't ready to think about the way forward. I was just dwelling on the fact that I could not do this, and how am I going to I could not do this, and I'm just here, and what is it that is going to happen? I don't want this person to lack trust in me. I don't want this to happen, blah blah blah. And I was just worried. I was there being worried and everything. Trust me, I was as I said initially, like, I was sick, but drug was not working. But then after my dad talked to me, talked sense into my brain, my D, like, I had to just stand up and just had to think of the way forward. Now, I and immediately I was able to get myself together and do what is right. Trust me, I was able to sort things out within that week and everything. So what is it I'm trying to bring out of this whole story is the fact that you don't have to sit down and be worried about things around. What you have to do is to get up and think of the way forward. It has already happened. Whatever the problem is that happened in your life, it has already happened. What you need to do is to get up and make sure that you work out things. You make sure that things work out the way you want it to work out. So make sure you don't just sit down there thinking of those things that are not going right with you. Stand up and think of the way forward. Think of those things that is going to happen to bring you out of that. And if there is actually nothing you can think of, then stop getting worried, because worry will actually bring sickness to you and bring things that not it will not solve the problem that is at hand. So just make sure that you do what is necessary and rest on the promises of God. And I see God blessing you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying tuned up to this extent. And thank you for listening to me. I'll see you in my next video.